Who is she? She walks so gracefully, yet so purposefully, so regal, yet so powerful. I can't help but take notice. The gems that she wears sparkle brighter than Cartier, and each one carries a story, pieces of who she used to be, her personal testimony. These stories tell of who she was, where she was, how she was, why she was, down to the root cause, because it is only there that she discovered her own beauty. She wasn't always like this, who you see now. Sometimes she struggles to believe it herself. After all the fighting that took place, where she kept a smile on her face, she fought in her mind, she fought in her heart, not knowing when the good part would finally come. She walked through the dark valley. The shadow of death loomed over her. But since God was with her, she kept walking. In the valley, there was ambiguity. She faced what was and what could be, and she desperately wanted certainty because she didn't want to fall again. What would that mean then? Would she be who she'd always been? How would she ever trust herself again? And she fell many times. She was scratched, cut, bruised, wounded, and she cried. Oh, how she cried. Rinse and repeat. And then she came to herself. She began to believe that she had reached the end of the valley. She asked God to teach her through her anxiety. She realized that the only way out was through, and there was nothing she could say or do that would reduce what was going to happen in the valley. All she could do was trust God, and finally trust herself. Herself was waiting on her to embrace her. Herself had the power to go through the valley. Herself is who God gave grace to. Herself, beautifully flawed, awkwardly brilliant, perfectly imperfect, God's fingerprint. You see, she didn't want herself for a long time because that was where the ugliness was. That's where the pain and confusion, abuse and misinformation that never took a vacation resided. How could she love herself? This wasn't what she had in mind. This couldn't be all there was to her life. Herself was beneath her. Herself was a threat to her. Herself was hated by her because she was striving for better, only to find that she couldn't get there without coming back to herself. And when she did, she stared for a while and asked God, why this way? And he said, because this is how I will get the most glory. This is how you will get the best happy ending. This is who I died for. This is who I love more. The very person you hated is the very person that I've chosen for great and mighty works. This is the only way to get what I have for you on the other side. So, in that scary, unpredictable valley, she looked at herself. She saw how forgotten and unloved she was. She saw the tears in her eyes, and then she took a deep breath and said, I apologize. And she hugged herself and spoke to herself. and encouraged herself. She began to take care of herself and discovered herself and all that God had put in herself. And she walked with herself and she carried herself and became one with herself. And when she reached the promised land, she shouted and danced, not for the world on the outside, but for the joy on the inside, the joy of revelation and the healing thereof. She understood now that no matter what, she was enough. And that's why when she walks into a room, she carries herself the way that she does. Her jewelry is made of her battle scars. Her stretch marks are her tattoos, telling of where she's been. The gems that she wears sparkle brighter than Cartier because each one carries a story, pieces of who she used to be. These stories tell of who she was, where she was, how she was, why she was. And she still fights today, but though she is hero, she is also human. She still has valleys to trek. She still has room to grow. She still has decisions to make. But now she knows and believes in herself.